All right, welcome back to the OlimoLeague, or the Pancake OlimoLeague, or the Saving Esports. I don't remember. Bobble Convolutes, thank you for supporting the OlimoLeague, but also I hate you for the name. Let's see, I got to tab out to get this. Welcome back to the semifinals of this edition of the OlimoLeague, aka hashtag Saving Esports one Pancake at a time, Bobble Convol OlimoLeague. That's the closest it's getting. Spawning here on the leftmost side of the map, we of course have Team Liquid's blue Darren player, TaeJa.
In the bright house, the red Terran, it's Gumiho.
And being that we are at the semifinals, we'll keep an eye on the gases and stuff. We'll try not to talk too long about this, but I do want to once again bring up the OlimoLeague itself. For those who are unaware, the program or the Patreon or whatever you want to call it that supports this is all done through the community. A long time ago, the question was asked, like, does the community want a weekly tournament for Koreans? Everyone's been so focused on the North American and the European scene, and it kind of seemed a little bit preposterous to a smaller extent because everyone's like, well, they've got GSL, they've got Pro League. Why do they need another league? But as it turns out, this was what everybody wanted. This is what everybody needed. And for what is this, like 22? I think this is OlimoLeague 22. 22 weeks running plus the additional of the monthlies. I mean, this league has far exceeded, I think, our expectations of success. We get really fun players, really good games, and this is all made possible by you guys who support this. The prize pool, the cost of running this through administrative fees, all these things are done and covered by the Patreon. So again, thank you for supporting this tournament if you are one of the Patreons. And looks like you weren't wrong, but we were both wrong about the player.
Ooh, well, I think if I had gone with a bet for sure, I just would have said either player. I wouldn't have.
I don't think that's how bets work, though. One. I think somebody will win. I'll put my money on somebody winning this game. Either player could win.
Someone goes 2 racks.
Right, but
you totally bet on a strategy that appears.
Okay, in fairness, I have no idea how betting tends to work, so maybe.
Wow, okay, alright.
All I know how to do is run the Partouf system. That's it. The bets are left to the mods. I don't know.
Okay, so my bet, though, is still, like, my bet that I actually made, which I didn't actually make, because how do you do that even, is the game finishes before 10 minutes, okay? And it'd be really sucky to have a first game where it's a build counter, but sometimes that happens in TVT. Sometimes you just don't have any units, and there's, like, 5 Reapers in your base.
The factory is pretty much already done. I think as long as you can get a couple Hellions out. I mean, Gumiho goes to the wrong base first as well.
Yeah, that just sucks.
Oh no. Yeah, oh no, don't build the tech lab for the starport, my friend. Not with that factory, you know. TaeJa, please. I think he's gonna do it. He's got 2 gases. I mean, the Banshee's a good way to stop Reapers too, but that's gonna be out way too late. Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right, so he still has a moderate amount of Marines. You know, he didn't get a reactor on that barracks, and the first one actually dies. It's actually really big for a 2-Rex Reaper.
That is, because these units need to snowball. It's not like, okay, he did a little bit poorly, maybe he can recover. Losing 1 Reaper is a big freaking deal, and it realizes he immediately moves this factory over. He needs to get a Hellion out, a Banshee on the way too. But I almost feel like timings for Gumiho are up.
Yeah, no, I think it's.
Game closed.
Okay, that might explain some of the Reaper dying.
I was like, I thought he made me realize he was playing. He's like, wait,
it's Terran!
TaeJa! Shit!
Yeah, I was thinking, like, he thought he was going against a Zerg player, so 2-Rex Reaper was going to be totally viable, right? But no, in all seriousness, the problem for Gumiho is not that these Reapers aren't going to do damage, but it's his own dedication into them. The gas delays a factory, the mineral count delays an engineering bay or a turret. There might actually just straight up be no way to deal with a Banshee coming out of TaeJa. And again, kind of going back on this, the idea of the 2-Rex Reaper is that once upon a time, this was the, not but the counter build. Like, if you went 2 Rexes, you pretty much automatically won the game no matter how bad your control was. But timings have become crisper. Players are better at scouting these things. Folks are getting a lot better at getting defenses out for this. But in this particular instance, I don't know. This doesn't look good for Gumiho.
I know he was trying to type in Korean like go, but because of how it came out, it just looks like he's saying like QQQ more. Like.
Well, it just looked like he was spamming APM or something. Like.
No, but like the pronunciation of the spam is like Q.
Yeah, but QW is also the first 3 buttons you would use in like League of Legends or something. Confirm TaeJa swapping games, guys.
StarCraft. I'm pretty sure that's just like go in Korean because the alphabet's different. Whatever. You know what? Don't laugh at my funny joke about
like
him making fun of Gumiho. Fine.
ASDF is just okay. Anyways, they do pick off the one SCV, but TaeJa not only has enough at home to defend the Reapers, he's got enough at home to defend the Reapers and comfortably send that Banshee across the map without worry.
Yeah.
Now Gumiho might be able to put a turret down, maybe, but unlikely.
He seemed to have waited quite a while to do so. I mean, I know these guys usually know like really crisp timings, but I think it was a little late. The one building next to the projection's gonna be sniped off. Nope, close isn't quite done.
Yeah, close not done, so you can't just hover above it. Has to deal with the Marines, but still might be able to just barely deny that. That's
okay,
annoying.
alright.
Like that as you're gonna try to repair him, like, brother, I'll save you! Now, he's gotta be so careful because this Banshee is incredibly low from this initial harass. So a couple Marines, all they gotta do is get that detection. So Gumiho is he's struggling, but TaeJa is controlling this quite well.
This is the worst feeling. Like, you could win this game and still be on tilt.
No, 10 minutes, man. You might have called it, Zombie Grove.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Yeah.
He can't get the starport up. That's the worst part because there's just no easy Viking. If you wanted a Raven, that's completely out of the question. And while he struggled to deal with one Banshee, surprise, there's number 2. Meanwhile, the Reaper's trying to get some counterattack damage. This is a good choice because it's really his only option, but that is going to be games. So many lag.